Hello sidekicks, and welcome to a very different video on my channel. I'm normally doing Let's Plays, but I decided I wanted to do a top 10, and I didn't know what to do for a while, but I figured I should do it of something that I know really well, and that is RPGs, role-playing games, and this is strictly to games I have played. So this is sort of a disclaimer. This is limited to the games I have played, and for the record, I have never played the Final Fantasy series. Just could never really get into it, probably because I was always playing other games, and it was always sort of a different RPG than I'm used to, even though one of the games I mentioned is very similar and actually made by the same people who made Final Fantasy. Oh well. Scoring in at number 10 on the list is the Animal Crossing series. This series is pretty awesome, very nostalgic to me, and I recently started replaying it too on my DS, and the music is amazing and incredibly mood setting, and the way they talk, oh my god. What? Did you just say real words? What language is that? Tell me, you fucker. Where did you learn to speak that? Anywho, this game was awesome. The things you could do and the overall relaxing feel of the game certainly improves how much I enjoyed it. Although Tom Nook is a dick. This guy, yeah, him. He charges you out the ass for a house. First off, when you show up with jack shit for some absurd reason, expecting to buy a house with nothing, he charges you a large amount of money for your house that is maybe the size of a shed. In fact, I think it is a shed. He sells you the most expensive shed I've ever seen in my life. This is hilarious. Overall, this game is just a nostalgic high to me, and it's great. If anyone wants a casual game to play that isn't too casual, I think, go ahead and play this. Shooting in at number 9 is The Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim. This game is, in today's standard, pretty awesome. Yes, I've heard all the arguments saying, oh my god, Skyrim is so bad compared to Morrowind. Heard the LOL. Yeah, I suppose I kinda agree. To me, they're two different kinds of games, in a sense. Their combat systems are completely different, and the world's a lot different compared to each other. Now, that's merely because in 2002, you really wouldn't have imagined that an NPC would approach you once you drop something, asking if they can take it for themselves. Hello there. Did you drop this on the ground? Whoa, how did you know? That's really fucking weird. What the fuck? This isn't a video. In conclusion, Skyrim is pretty rad, giving it the number 9 spot on my top 10 RPGs ever. Shooting at number 8 is Fable the Lost Chapters. This game was essentially the first RPG I fell in love with. Now I understand that Lionhead Studios hyped up this game. Oh boy, you're gonna be able to go and wander in an open world, there's gonna be no boundaries and no load screens. Oh my god, this game is gonna be the best forever. No one will beat this game, just you wait and see. Well, just about everything they said was a lie. But I still loved this game. It was sort of revolutionary. You could create any kind of character you wanted, given the experience to go forth and make the character. You could make a mage, a warrior, or an archer. Very generic, I know, but you could also be all of them at once, which was awesome when you would fight, because you could be like, kaboom, fireball, kaboom, sword, and then at last be like, kaboom, this arrow to your face, and it was actually decapitating in the game for once. It's crazy. The story was also really cool. I don't want to give any spoilers away, but it's certainly well thought out. I'll give Lionhead Studios that one. Good job, Lionhead Studios. And after all that criticism, I would still play that game over and over, making new characters and running around endlessly grinding to make my character stronger, even though the game scales to your character. All in all, this is a great game, and I recommend it to you all to play it. And the number 7 spot goes to Guild Wars 2. This is a fantastic MMORPG. I originally didn't want to get MMOs involved in this list, but I could not resist. This game is truly a masterpiece when it comes to MMOs and RPGs combined. I haven't really gotten too much into it, mainly due to playing other games and not really being ready to take part in such a huge game like Guild Wars 2. But from what I've played, this game most definitely stands out from all the other MMORPGs I've ever played. And I've tried a lot of MMOs. I used to spend hours looking for MMORPGs to play, and every time I would find one that looked good, I would only install it and find that it's just like every other MMORPG, which is defined as a World of Warcraft clone. Parts of the game that stick out to me are the freedoms you're given. The game world is so beautiful, and the music is incredible. The mechanics of the game are much different For example, you don't have to stand still to cast an attack or spell. You can run around and do whatever you want. You can shoot and be like pew 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 pew, and it's amazing. There's currently no mount, and I have no clue if this is going to be something that will be later in the game. But you can teleport anywhere you've been to, and you get experience for doing just about everything. So leveling isn't some endless journey that takes forever. You can mine some iron, for example, and get some experience. You can discover a new area and get some experience. You can find all the area's secrets and get a boatload of experience and some cool new items. This is a fantastic game, and there's even no subscription. All this awards this the number 7 spot on my top 10 RPGs ever made. The number 6 spot goes to the Pokemon series. I think everyone can say this series is beautiful. Riddled into everybody's childhood, these games have been around for quite some time. In my opinion, after the 3rd generation, shit just got out of hand, considering that there's now like 600 Pokemon. 600? Is there more? Do I want to know? Anywho, it's safe to say that Nintendo crafted a masterpiece when they made this series. I have, and to this day, thoroughly enjoyed it. Just all these options of Pokemon. All these options! Not much I can say about this series, mainly because you all know so much about it already, but just for the record, Charmander is better than any other starter. Okay, bye. The number 5 spot goes to Terraria. Now, I haven't really gotten into this game, very far from beating it in fact, but from what I've heard and seen, this game is fucking awesome. You are thrown into a world full of awesome. You can fight, mine, blow shit up, and craft lots of different items. There are lots of boss fights and tons of mobs. There's even a hell, just like in Minecraft. This game is ultimately the 2D version of Minecraft, but with a little bit more in my opinion. I think I could cover this game some more once I play through it some more. But for the most part, I really enjoy it. Plus the concept of vendors is really cool. Makes the game very innovative. The number 4 spot goes to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. This game, and the series involved with it, is really cool. I liked it. The game was very different than most Star Wars games. Not sure if anyone saw it coming. Hey guys, we make shooter games and Jedi games. Boom, RPG, here you go. La 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 la. LucasArts, rest in peace, was the greatest gaming troll known to existence at the time. Unless EA was doing some stupid shit I didn't know about, then they are. But you know what I mean. This game was a surprise, and a fantastic one at that. I really enjoyed this game, and I'm currently in the middle of replaying the first one. The number 3 spot goes to Minecraft, specifically the PC version. Every other system is sorta iffy in my opinion, mostly due to the controls, but the PC version is amazing. You can build anything and make almost anything with this cool stuff called redstone. But who am I to tell you what Minecraft is? Considering you're all gamers, you most likely know what this game is about and what you do in it. When did you guys start playing? I started playing in late alpha, due to a friend showing me, but didn't buy it until beta 1.6. And I loved it. The music really sold the deal for me. And the game was a totally different environment when there weren't NPCs or the end or anything else that came out in 1.8, such as hunger. It gave you the sense that you're all alone and can build whatever your little heart desires, to fill the world with your own awesome. And this can still be done simply by turning the world structures, or whatever it's called, off when you create a new world. This game is truly beautiful, and you can make it even more beautiful through various texture packs and even some mods. The game is open source, so it's very easy to mod this kind of stuff and make cool mods out of it. And that's the kind of game that earns a number 3 spot on my top 10 RPGs ever made. And just for some disclosure, I know it's not really an RPG, but it's more of a sandbox RPG. Can we just agree on that? I think so. Sandbox RPG, yes? Yeah. The number 2 spot goes to The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. This game, to this very day, is fucking amazing. I know I sort of bashed on earlier with its combat system, but it's still awesome. It's a much more challenging game than other notable Elder Scrolls games. The combat is hard to get through, and the game is hard when you're low level, but once you get the hang of it, it's awesome. And for the PC version, you can mod the fuck out of it. I mean, I made the graphics from this go to this, all by myself. Through downloads. But seriously, this is an amazing game. Go play it. On to number 1. Before we head into the #1 spot for this video, let's just go through all the previous games so far. At number 10, we have Animal Crossing. Number 9, Skyrim. Number 8, Fable The Lost Chapters. Number 7 is Guild Wars 2. Then there's Pokemon at number 6. Then Terraria at 5. Coder at 4. Minecraft at 3. Morrowind at 2. What will be the best RPG I've ever played, or ever in existence? And the best RPG I've ever played is Chrono Trigger. This game is epic. It was originally released for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, or SNES. This game was one of a kind, and still is. There are 13 or 14 endings in the original release for the SNES. However, the game was re-released. That's a funny word. Re-released. Anyway, re-released for the Nintendo DS. They added another ending in it. The game is turn-based and made from the people who gave us Final Fantasy, Square Enix. They're cool people and fantastic game makers in my opinion. But about Chrono Trigger, this game has the single best storyline I have ever seen, and some of the best music I've ever heard in a video game, and it's all from the SNES. This game is rather long or short depending on when you want to beat it. Yes, I said when. The combat is like most Final Fantasy games, and at the start of the game, you can choose whether to have a turn-based combat or real-time combat strategy game. The game is truly great, and is honestly the greatest RPG I've ever played, awarding it the #1 spot on the top 10 RPG that I've ever played. Well, that concludes this top 10 video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why don't you subscribe? It all helps out. I also do Let's Plays, but titled Kickaris Fails and then the game name, so please go check those out. Have a fantastic rest of your day, week, year, or even life, sidekicks. I'll see you later. Farewell.